Shalom uvracha, everyone. We will learn very important Torah tonight, Be'ezrat Hashem, with great wisdom behind it that we all gonna earn and gain practical advice for our own personal lives, for us to know exactly how we can connect ourselves to Hashem, to become one with Him, never separated, never far from Him. Great wisdom is treasured inside the Torah. The knowledge that Hashem Yitbarach, the maker of the universe, is sharing with us is endless and priceless, and the sweetest honey and greatest joy will never compare to one moment of attachment to the maker of the universe. The verse is saying, Im tachaneh alay machaneh, even if an army, a camp will park around me, will stop in front of me, lo yira libi, I won't be scared, I won't be afraid. Im takum alay milchama, even if a war will stand against me, bazot ani boteach, I'm counting on that. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai ota avakesh. One thing I'm asking from Hashem. That is the thing that I'm asking. Shivti bevet Adonai kol yemei chayai, lachazot benoam Adonai ulvaker be'echalo. To see the pleasant of Hashem, to be in Hashem's home, and to visualize, to enjoy His beauty. So now we'll get into the explanation of that amazing verse. Kimvoar le'el, it's explained here above, the verse we just read, she'ikar hitgabrut b'milchama, that the main power to fight in the war, to overpower the war, shel ze ha'olam, of this world, hu al yedei haremazim, it's by the hints, shehem bechinat ha'arat haratzon, that they are in the aspect of the illumination of the will. The hints means to see all the signs and to recognize all the supervision of the maker of the universe. For us to enjoy the illumination of the will, for us to be able to be one with the maker, to want Him with all our hearts. Ki afal pichen, because no matter what I'm going through in my personal life, ani rotze et ha'emet v'chulei, I want the maker of the world, I want the truth no matter what. V'ze mevo'ar b'smichut ha'psukim anal, and here we can learn that thing from the fact that those two verses are attached one to the other. She'amar David, that King David said, Im tachaneh alay machaneh, if an army will park in front of me, will stop to fight with me, lo ira libi, I will not be scared. Im takum alay milchama, if there's going to be a war against me, bezot ani boteach, I trust that. What am I trusting? What is that great thing that I'm trusting? That for that reason, I'm not scared from a whole army that just parked in front of me. ומפרש והולך מהו זאת שהוא בוטח בו. And then King David is explaining to us exactly what he is trusting. שהוא מה שאחת שאלתי מאת Hashem, that it's that fact that I asked only one thing from Hashem, אותה אבקש, and I'm asking that. שבתי בבית Hashem כל ימי חיי, to sit in the home, in the house of Hashem all my life, לחזות בנועם Adonai ulvaker be'echalo, to see, to enjoy the vision of Hashem, to see His presence, and to visit in His home, in the temple of Hashem. And that is the aspect of the increasing of the holy will and the holy desire. היינו בחינת התגברות הרצון והכיסופין דקדושה. The person has desire for Hashem, that passion and that desire that you have for Hashem, that is the thing that you should trust. Because that I am wanting Hashem, so for sure that Hashem will be here for me. The fact that I desire to visit the house of Hashem, and I want to know Hashem, and I want to learn about Hashem, in that I trust. Bazot ani boteach. In what I'm trusting? In that all my will, all my wish, all my dreams, all my desires is to be one with Hashem. Misha botach b'Hashem, a person that is trusting Hashem, will never fail, will never fail. The only trust that you can really trust, that is 100% trustworthy, is Hashem Himself, is the maker of the universe. You cannot trust generous people. You cannot trust your parents. You cannot trust your best friends. You cannot trust your family members. You cannot trust blood brothers. You cannot trust no man. Even if people will want to assist you, to come and help you, to be there for you, no one guarantees their ability to help you and stand by your side. Even if they're wanting, and not even to speak about the situations that people's trust and loyalty is failing. But even in the great best scenario, when people wants to assist you, you cannot trust their power to help them to come and assist you. But in Hashem, you can trust. The one that is counting on Hashem, all his dreams will come true. In that I'm counting. King David is saying, all my trust is in that all my wish, that all my request from Hashem always is only one, and it is that I will be in His house all the days of my life, that I'll have the merit to sit in the house of Hashem and to see the pleasant of Hashem, that is my holy desire. And because that I know that all my will is only for that, and all my request and all my desire, all the days of my life is only that, in that I can trust. That in all the wars that will stand up against me, in all the camps that will park in front of me and surrounding me, in all kinds of circles from each side and corner and angles, that no matter what, no matter where I'm at, I won't be scared of them, because I can trust that my wish and my desire is to be close to you all my life. That is the illumination of the will. That's the way that your will is shining. When you are overpowering in each moment to want Hashem with all your heart, you can trust that by the merit of that will of yours, the holy desire of yours, Hashem will assist you for sure to overpower, to win and break all your enemies, because the main power to fight against all your enemies is by the holy will and the holy desire. So what are we supposed to do? What is our practical advice? Our advice is only one: to work on our desire, to work on our will, to work on that we will want Hashem with all our hearts all the time, 24/7, wanting and hoping and wishing and yearning and desiring Hashem. And the way to do it and to achieve it is in your thoughts, is in your heart, is in your mind, is in your prayers, is in your actions. In any aspect of your life, you need to do the best you can all the time, as much as you can. And if you failed, and if you fall, and if you lost it, and if you forgot about Hashem, there is no connection between what that happened to you one moment ago to the moment that you are at right now. The past already passed, and the present, current moment is the only reality that you experience. You need to want Hashem with all your heart now, not in the past. So if now your thoughts are negative and attacking you for not holding that high, holy level of wanting Hashem one moment ago because you failed in any way of failure that for you is a failure, you need to ignore that thought, because that thought is another distraction to disconnect you from the Maker right now. And you should just reconnect yourself right now from no matter where you are at. Because the darkness and the despair that are attacking you in each moment of your life, those are the armies, those are the camps that are parking around you and surrounding you and trying to push you to sadness, to depression, to despair, to failure, to think that you're not worthy, to think that you're not close, to think that you're far, that you're rejected, that you are out, that you're an external, that you are waste, that you are disposable, that you are worthless, that you're hopeless, that you don't have a chance, you don't stand a chance, that there's no way in the world that you're going to make it. He's using your words. He's using your vocabulary to wake the sadness and the depression and the despair to surround you and to attack you and to break your spirit. And against that, you need to fight with all your might, with all your power, to ignore all his justifications, all his reasons, all his claims, all his arguments, no matter what he's bringing to the table. Clear evidence, amazing proofs for that you don't stand a chance, that you're not going to make it. To throw it all behind your back and to remind yourself that you don't need to count on your credit. You don't need to count on the mitzvot that you kept. You need to count on that you desire Hashem. In that I put my trust. Bazot ani boteach. In that I trust. That I want to be with Hashem. That I want to visit in the house of Hashem. Don't you? Don't you really want to be in the house of Hashem? Don't you really want to visit the temple of Hashem that will build in Yerushalayim? Isn't that your greatest will? If it is, so stop listening to the voice of your evil inclination that tells you that you're worthless, and you should know that you are like King David, that you want Hashem with all your heart, and in that you should put your trust. And King David taught us that for us to succeed. And with that advice that he kept in his hard times, in his times of struggle, we should strengthen ourselves and uplift ourselves from the worst fallings, no matter where you fell, no matter how you failed, no matter how disappointed you are from yourself, no matter what you feel, no matter what the evil inclination tells you. Any foreign negative thought is a thought of the devil, penetrates into your system, trying to make you choose wrong decisions, to make bad decisions, bad actions. He is there to put you into misery, into sadness, into depression, and you need to fight back, to cheer yourself up, that only the merit of your trust in Hashem, only the merit of your will to come closer to Hashem is enough for Hashem never to fail, for Hashem always to stand by your side. And that is who that Hashem is. Hashem is with you, and Hashem never left you, and Hashem never will. Hashem is with you, and Hashem is eternal. Hashem was and is and will be, and will never leave his children behind, and no one will be left behind, based on the fact that we desire Hashem, that we want Hashem. And that is the purpose of all verses of Torah, and that is the purpose of all books of Torah that ever been written. All the teachers, all the amazing, inspiring lectures that we ever heard brought us to that point, that we will want Hashem with all our hearts. And if you want to be close to Hashem, and if you want to trust Hashem, and if you want to desire Hashem with all your heart, you need to focus on that. You need to think about that. In the morning when you say Kriyat Shema, you need to say the Shema Israel with the intention of the meaning of the words. You don't need to climb above the mountains. You don't need to cross the sea. You don't need to fight the struggles and fight the outsiders, the demons and ghosts and devils of this world. No, you just need to focus on the simple words of Kriyat Shema and to say Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha. That's what you need to say to yourself 24 hours a day. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha. You should love Hashem with all your heart. With all your heart. Ve'ahavta, you should love et Adonai, Hashem, the maker of the universe. You should love the maker. Bechol levavcha, with all your heart. Uvchol nafshecha, with all your spirit. Uvchol meodecha, with all your might, with all your powers. Ve'ahavta, again, I should love. That's the commandment. That's what you need to do. to love Hashem with all my heart, with all my spirit, with all my powers. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך, ובכל נפשך, ובכל מאודיך. And those things should be so important to you that you're going to carve them on the board of your heart. And you should think about them when you walk in the street outside of your house, and when you're sitting home, when you're standing, when you're sitting, when you're walking, when you're working, when you're talking to people, talking to your children, talking to your spouse, talking to yourself. Always remind yourself those things. Which things? That you should love Hashem with all your heart, with all your spirit, with all your might. That's it. That's it. That's the mission. And you should work on that day and night. In the morning, say Shema. In the evening, say Shema. And walk with that verse of Shema Israel during the day, during your lifetime. 70 years, 80 years, 90 years. If you're the greatest, you should cross the world with that simple faith. There is nothing more to life than that. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, and he will never fail you. That's it. And if you need a chizuk, so watch that class again from the beginning.